Hello and welcome to Coffee Milk. I'm Mark Laporte.
And I'm Mitch DiPaolo.
You told me two cool things before you got here, and I could see your amped up. So tell me about your little story over here.
All right, yeah. So about a month ago, after watching YouTube videos of people flipping stuff on eBay, I was bored. So I went to Goodwill and I shopped around, and I picked up a electronic like juicer, a really old vintage one. Yep, for $8. And what else did I buy that day? I think I just bought the juicer, and I went home, I cleaned it up, I posted it that night on eBay, and I got a offer right away for like way over what I listed it for. It was like an offer for $150, and I was like, all right, no way this is true. This is BS. And so just yesterday or 2 days ago, I got an offer for the juicer for, I think it was $70. And then shipping, it was buyer pays, but I think it still had me pay like a small portion of the shipping.
Oh, wild.
Yeah, it was weird. So shipping came out to like $13, $20, somewhere around there. We'll call it like $25 for shipping and the cost of the machine, and it was $65. I don't do public math.
Like you made about $40.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, I think I got $59 in my account actually.
Oh, rock on.
Yeah. And the whole month that it didn't sell, and after getting that fake listing, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm kind of an idiot. And then after I got that sale and shipped it, I went to Goodwill again the next morning. I was looking around, and a bread maker that was there a while ago was still there, and it was $8. So I was looking at it, looking online. It's not one of the ones that's been selling a lot recently. And, a good tip for selling on eBay. One of the just quickest ways to find if items are going to sell or not, go type in your item, find the specific one, and then go to filters and click on sold and completed items. And basically that tells the search to only search for items that have been sold and the sale has been completed, so a full sale. So you know like the volume of items that are being sold recently. The bread maker wasn't too hot. That hasn't sold yet.
What did you buy the bread maker for?
I bought the bread maker for $8.
Is everything $8 there?
It's weird. $8 is such a common price. I think the bread maker might have been $5.99. And the calculator that I bought was $8.
Tell me about the calculator.
Wait, I gotta finish on the bread maker. The bread maker, I bought that because the sale, like I said earlier, the sales weren't too hot. Just a little paddle inside that spins at the bottom to make the dough is selling for like $20, $25.
Oh, yeah. Usually, like, just the replacement parts are pretty good.
Yeah, same thing with the pan on the inside. So I cleaned that up real nice, posted it for, I think I listed it for $70.
Oh, okay.
After looking at the bread maker and deciding to get that, I picked it up. I plugged it in to make sure the heating coil and the paddle was spinning, so it was fully working.
Right.
Before I bought it. And while I was plugging it in and kind of letting it heat up to make sure it got hot, I just walked away, and then I spotted a graphing calculator on the shelf next to the computer stuff, and my eyes lit up. I looked at it, saw it was like $8.
What was it? TI-89?
It was the TI-84 plus CE. So the one that is like the step above the regular analog one. It has like the colored screen.
Yeah, I saw that. You made the Coffee Milk logo on.
Yeah. I put the Coffee Milk logo on it. That was pretty cool. We should probably put that on Twitter. People would probably get a kick out of that.
Absolutely.
I should probably post it.
Yeah, that's one of the tweets. Rock on.
Yeah, so I listed that calculator for what I listed for $65, and I did free shipping too, and shipping came out to like $4.95 or something like that. I listed that this morning. At when 11, and then it sold at like 11:30.
Oh yeah, you called me like, so it was really within that time frame.
It was within minutes. It was minutes, like definitely under 15 minutes.
Now, do you regret that?
I know I just said 11:30, but that's a rough estimate.
That's fine.
It was so fast. Do I regret that? Yes, I do, because I bought the TI-84 Plus regular calculator for class, and that thing is way better, and I was just gonna like sell the other one,
right,
and keep mine, but oh my gosh, yeah, because you can put your notes on that stuff, and like you can do all sorts of fancy stuff on that machine. So
it's this retail.
I did want to use it for a little bit, but it sold so fast. So
well, I didn't know if you were like, because at the at the shop, we once had a fork truck, and Ray wanted me to put it on. He's like, put it on for 500. I said, no, you're crazy. I put it on for like 850. And within 30 minutes, we had 7 people message us and then one person call, and he said, I'll be there tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree that I could have sold that for way more. I could have sold that calculator for $90 probably.
But it's like, what would it take for $90? I mean, if it's another week,
Oh, I would have waited a month for that.
I was looking at the price and something just told me to,
$8 for a graphic calculator? Yes, I
Something-
would buy that every day.
like, wow, that's such an investment. Like, it just blows my mind.
Yeah, it's a hell of a return on investment. What's that, 4 or 5?
I've always been interested in like, oh, stocks or like crypto. Should I buy this? Should I buy that? It's like, no, like, do the work,
Like,
knowledge.
Yes, you already have all this knowledge on all these electronics.
The minute I saw the graphic calculator, I knew that they sold on eBay for high because it's like, it's not just a calculator. It's like,
Well, plus it's an $8 graphing calculator. You go to Walmart, you'll still see those things $120.
they're 120 here.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's insane. So that's an easy flip. Even if you did it for 25, I mean, now you just got to figure out how to buy a whole bunch of those for $8.
Got to get an in with the Savers employees around New England.
But Gary Vee said out of everything that he has going on, the wine business, the media empire, all the stuff, he said his favorite thing is to go to yard sales and just haggle. That's his favorite thing. And he gets all excited if he gets something for $20 and he's like, look, I can flip that for 100. So I think because you were always saying you want to make your first dollar online, you just made your first dollar online. We didn't celebrate the damn thing.
Yeah.
So, and
Well, I already did.
celebrate.
I showed the wallet too, but that was
When did you sell a wallet?
a while ago.
Well, what's a while?
3-4 months.
Oh, okay. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. It's just a wallet.
Yeah, I know. But
It's only 3 items. I thought my eBay store was going to tank, honestly, but I guess not.
eBay's weird. It's there's just really hot and cold seasons. And they still haven't figured it out. But good for you, man. So
Yeah.
now you have all
We should go to another store and look around. It's really fun.
This is going to be amazing. So this is your new thing. I think you found your thing.
Yeah. They talk about it on YouTube, and they're like, you get all the comments, and they're like, oh, this is total BS. Like, yeah, it's definitely BS that they're making like $1,000 a day.
Oh, 100%.
Maybe if you've been doing it for 6 months and you have like 500, 1,000 listed items, yeah, you could pull in $1,000 days. But
Yes, because you know how to make $1,000 days. You have to have $1,000 of stuff listed. That's the trick. It's like, well, how are you going to make $1,000 a day if you're only listing one thing a week at $20? If that's your thing, that's not going to work. The numbers don't add up, and I don't do public.
I had thought that maybe it was because I listed just a couple more like above $50 items. Maybe that's why they're selling. Because why would eBay want to use their platform to promote something that's like super cheap? You know, like they will, but like
Because
for like a really weird seller who's just selling odds and ends.
Because it's just like a casino.
They get pennies, so they get their extra pennies. They're happy. I get my larger payout. I'm happy. But like on a wallet, they're gonna get like only a couple pennies. Like they're not getting nothing.
Yeah, but if you get a couple of pennies millions of times a day,
Yeah.
100, I mean, that still adds up, and that takes really no work. You're just posting pictures, so having an algorithm.
Thing is, there's only so many things that could sell at the store. But I was looking at the shoes because my mom is obsessed with shoes. So I was thinking, take her down there.
Yes,
Be like, hey, Ma, what is expensive here? What's good?
yeah,
What are the good brands?
that's a good idea because maybe you got, I don't know, clutch bags and stuff. And
That too.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Stuff. Wow.
That's the thing I don't know. So I
Yeah. Take other people with
I
you.
need, I need a woman to help me out.
Good for you.
Feel like meet a random girl. Hey, I'll take you shopping.
We're going to Savers. I don't need you to point you.
Savers.
Tell me if anything's worth it.
Yeah, they'd think I'm a maniac.
See, you got to find yourself someone who would like to do that stuff. Because I've seen those YouTube videos and I don't know, I get so amped up when I just see them going through a bucket of toys and shit. It's like,
Yeah.
what kills me is seeing those videos and and they say just like you said, the old vintage juicer, and you had texted me old vintage juicer, and in my mind that was an actual levered juicer machine, pretty big, tall up, stand up thing. Then I said, oh, I'd buy that from you.
It is a vintage juicer.
Dude, you showed me something that was made in like 2001. That is not vintage, okay? That's brand new, because nothing exists after the year 2000.
All right, how many juicers that were electronic do you think existed before that?
A lot. They had a Gremlins movie in the 80s, and they had electronic juicers back then. Yeah, I know, 80s. Think about that. 1900s.
Gremlins is a good movie.
I love Gremlins. Very underrated Christmas movie.
Gizmo, he's the shit.
Don't get him wet, and don't feed him after midnight.
Yeah.
This guy's doing numbers over here. He's now looking extensively for graphing calculators. Like, I was walking by, I saw his.
This is a good deal right here.
What are we-
$30 for 4 of the TI-84 Plus Silver Edition.
Yeah, but what's wrong? They're all broken now.
It's probably just the battery.
Why you say that?
Because lithium-ion batteries die all the time, and then you can't recharge them anymore. Ooh, school property. Maybe it's because these were stolen from the school and are now listed on eBay.
Oh, I was thinking the school actually was selling them.
Definitely not. Okay, yeah. It'd be cool to find a bunch of those broken and fix them, though. I saw some guy on YouTube repairing Nintendo games because certain little pieces on the board would just be fried out because you would zoom in with the microscope on the board and then you solder on like the new like resistor little piece that's broken and then the game works again.
Wow.
Yeah, so he would buy broken games that are like that wouldn't run anymore, that are like worth so much money, like those old Game Boy games.
That's what
Kind of like how Pokemon cards are expensive now.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
That's one I missed.
He made a whole YouTube channel out of it, and then I guess he sells them or keeps them. I don't know.
I was into Magic, baseball cards. I was into.
Oh, Magic cards or Magic?
Yeah, no, Magic the Gathering.
Okay, I did have one of those cards, and I thought it was cool, but I did the Pokemon cards.
Yeah, that was a little bit after me, but I just remember one day my father and I were at a card show because every Saturday we'd go to card shows and just get autographs from different people. Who was the guy that made fun of my hair? Yogi Berra, famous baseball player, old timer. He made fun of my haircut. I'll never forget that one. And then I met like Dottie Henson from the movie with Tom Hanks. Son of a bitch, I'm drawing a blank today. A League of Their Own. Yeah, and then I remember one day it was just like there was this box there, and I remember the package, it was white, had the brown thing, it said Magic. I was like, oh, well, let me check these out. So I bought a couple of packs, me and my buddy Ryan, and I was kind of obsessed with them, and I just didn't understand the game behind it, but I just kept collecting them for maybe a year or so. So I think the box is still up there. Maybe I should go look. I might have something good.
Yeah, I have the Pokemon cards. I like found all my brother's old ones. He had so many, but like they all got lost or something. I don't know. He had like really, really good ones, but like when I wanted them in elementary school, he was in like probably middle school by then. Yeah, we couldn't find them at the time, so I only had some like I don't have any crazy ones. I just have a few with like the good ones,
right?
The legendary ones. I think I have like 1 or 2 old ones, but it's not any of like the holographic old ones or not a first edition.
You still got all your old toys? Do you have any of them?
Well, I got some.
Just save them.
I got into those hobby RC cars, like with the little gas engines and like,
okay, that's cool.
Yeah, like the 1/10 scale cars.
I wasn't thinking those toys.
I did those for a while.
G.I. Joe type shit or Nerf guns or.
I have the Nerf guns, but I modified all of them. That was really fun.
Of course you did.
Yeah, dude, we put 9 volts in series.
What?
9-volt batteries in series.
I don't know what that means.
18 volts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It runs on double A's. We put 9 volts in series, and we put them in parallel, too. So it'd be low power, high power.
And then
to new motors that spun 2 flywheels like a pitching machine.
In a Nerf gun?
That's how they're built, yeah.
Oh, wait, they're electronic? No.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking about the same things? Things that shoot the foam darts? Nerf guns?
Yes,
they're electronic.
They're flywheels. Some of them are flywheels.
Oh.
And I figured out that like Yeah, they have the air ones. Those are kind of hard to modify because you can't.
Well, that's why I was wondering how you modify
You're
it.
limited by like the strength of the plastic. But those flywheels, as fast as you can get them spinning, they're gonna take that dart until you destroy it.
You modified a Nerf gun. Why you modify? You
Yeah.
modify everything.
Thing left like dents in the drywall. It was nuts. So fun.
It kills me when I see people at yard sales, the guys on YouTube, and they're showing what they're flipping, and they're showing all the toys.
That's
that I
another
had
thing
when
that
I-
probably flips really well in Nerf guns.
Oh yeah, toys are huge, especially if you find my version of toys, because now those people have money and they want to relive their childhood. I would totally buy some of the old toys. So what are you going to focus on when you go to, or you actually said you wanted to do it today, so we may end this short so you can go. Can you take video when you go? Like, I mean, you don't have to do it the whole time, but if you find something, you'd be like, check this out. You know, I'll take the 30-second clips and we can compile a nice little video.
Oh man, I don't know if I want to go that far yet.
Well, you don't have to show your face or anything.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
It's like you're just showing the item in your hand.
you know what? I might do a little video and then voiceover when I get home, so I'm not like in the store like recording with my phone. But like eventually, I will not care, and I'll probably do that soon.
Don't take a picture and flip it to the side. Give me widescreen. Don't give me the up and down. Or you can do both, but
Where would we post that?
everywhere. Because that's awesome. Everybody loves, I mean, the flipper people love watching flipping content. You're not even a flipper person, but you always watch those videos apparently. And something struck.
So what am I gonna look for? Definitely calculators. Mainly electronics sell good.
I'd just focus on
Kitchen appliances that are
Oh yeah, if you find
worth buying.
what, KitchenAid or anything. I don't know what they have there.
Yeah, maybe like a KitchenAid paddle would go for like $25-30.
Oh, I didn't even think of it. See, I keep forgetting about the accessories.
Yeah.
That's half the battle. Everybody's always looking for parts. I'd focus on everything electronic because you just like fixing that stuff.
Yeah, old cameras.
Do you like Google the model number, or do you just Google old cameras or something just to see?
Oh, to test?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you turn on that filter and then you just Google the model number or the camera, and usually you'll see your model. There will be a bunch of different ones, and you just look and see if your model is sold recently or model similar
Interesting.
on eBay.
I think we should try a little, not now. I would say we start like Memorial Day weekend. We start with, I don't know, $25. And by Labor Day weekend, we see how much we've made. So we have all summer. May, June, July, August, and Labor Day, September.
Okay.
Oh, I just
When
like
is Labor Day? What day?
September 8th, September 3rd, if that's what you're asking. The
Okay.
day or the date.
Yeah, because like we would have to go to yard sales.
Yeah, I'll sing along.
We would have to find shit.
I mean, you might even extend it till, what do we have here? October, Situate Art Festival, because that's just a huge yard sale weekend. So yeah, I'd probably even just maybe continue it to that. I don't know. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd look for. I'd probably get into toys and just look for anything from my timeline, because I'll see
You would
like,
know all that stuff really well.
yeah. Yeah, I see it on Pawn Stars. There's other show I watch,
Exactly.
Man.
Yeah.
They're showing
American
like,
Pickers.
I want $300 for that. It's like, what do you mean you want $300? I remember when I bought that, and I was at a Toys R Us for $12. That it really hurts because my mom got rid of all my stuff, and then I show my cousin because at the time we were big in the Power Rangers, and the Green Ranger had that weird flute dagger thing. So my cousin had the toy version of that, and that sells for a lot of money. I'm just, it bums me out, all this stuff I had that I could have flipped today. I could have been independently wealthy from my toy collection. Are you still looking for graphing calculators?
No, I'm going on an eBay resellers blog to be able to like list off some things.
Well, you did go through eBay blogs. You found a reseller who's got a podcast that we're going to try and get on.
Yeah, they're called Scavenger Life, and they make their podcast is all about making a living reselling or selling on eBay.
That's wild.
Yeah, I haven't looked much into it, but I guess it's pretty self-explanatory. They must have other people on, or maybe they on their own make a living doing it and are now starting a podcast about it.
I do really enjoy watching people because they buy stuff that I don't even think about. Oh, what did you find?
Is there a Salvation Army in Newport?
Yeah, but isn't there a Salvation Army in Connecticut right on 101? Yeah, but dude, you realize the Salvation Army now, they've kind of caught up, like with the with prices. and stuff. Some of their stuff's just kind of crazy. I go in there, I'm like, why am I paying retail? Yeah, some of it. Yeah, Salvation Army's gotten kind of crazy.
No,
I still say go. I'm not.
I got everything else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For $8 and then 99 cents on Monday?
Yeah.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So imagine a Salvation Army in Newport.
Yeah. You got some crazy antique from 1800s from the Rockefellers.
And if I bet you if I go to the one on Post Road in North Kingston, I'd get the same results.
Oh my God, is this going to be your new thing? This is your thing, huh? You're very excited. I'm excited that you're excited for this.
But I would need someone to know about clothing products because that is what would get donated at Newport. I mean, I guess people would donate.
Salvation Army has everything. Furniture, they have all kinds of stuff. So,
Oh, yeah, they got vintage bicycles.
yeah. Yeah, but those things were kind of expensive.
Can you haggle at the Salvation Army?
No, I don't
think you
believe.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what sucks. That's why I kind of miss flea markets because I really enjoyed haggling. I didn't care. I'd haggle you out of 50 cents because it was just fun for me.
I want to try and do that. I've never really actually haggled for anything, really.
See, what I really like to do
It'd
is,
be a good skill.
oh yeah, absolutely. It's kind of learning how to reverse sell. The best way to do that I found was grouping stuff. Instead of getting one discount on one item, group a whole bunch of items, be like, can you do 40 for it?
When I was listing the calculator, I was like, oh my gosh, I should have grabbed a cord from that bin literally right next to the calculator and went up there and said, hey, this cord is supposed to go with this calculator. Can it just come with it? I was going to do that, but sold anyways, so.
No, I actually would have tried that.
Yeah.
It would have been worth it. So, I mean, they might be like, yeah, okay. Who's going to buy the cord?
Everyone has those cords at their house if you just look around.
Yeah, I have a whole basket of cords right underneath my lamp. So where are some other places that you can kind of source the products? So we're going Salvation Army. We got Savers.
I haven't been to Savers, but everyone's saying it's good. The bread maker that I bought from Salvation Army had a Savers sticker on it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, those are probably like the top for what I understand right now. And then I'd say what else I've tried is going to TJ Maxx, Nordstrom's, and what's the other one? TJ Maxx, Nordstrom's, and Home Goods. Because, like, they're all the same company, right?
Oh, are they? I don't
Yeah, I
know.
believe. And then they have some good clearances sometimes
TJ
on
Maxx,
wallets
that's a good
and
one.
perfume, too. Razors, stuff like that. Those resell really good.
Really?
I got a water bottle, insulated water bottle. Those really don't do too well unless you get a good deal and can really sell that for cheap.
Yeah, I think you need something like
Water
that
bottles.
bulk.
Yeah, I learned that one the hard way. I lowered my price and fixed my listing a bit last night, though, so we'll see.
So what do you do for your listing? I'm going to go to sourcing, but listing. Did you use ChatGPT? Tell me you use ChatGPT.
I used ChatGPT for the bread maker to describe how it was like a product that was made like a while ago, but it is withstood the test of time and whatnot.
Oh, my God.
And it was made in the golden era of manufacturing, and it's made with quality products and blah, blah, blah. And it's still working and will forever. So, like, yeah.
Golden era of me.
Yeah, that's what ChatGPT wrote. It was pretty cool. Obviously, like, I turned on my mic, talked to my phone, and had a voice text into ChatGPT. Just, like, kind of spewed out my thoughts about what I wanted it to say.
That's probably the best way to do it.
But the calculator, I didn't do a description at all, and it just sold. Like, I really, like, kind of posted that too early. I forgot to, like, say that it was, like, working great, and it was...
And it sold immediately.
Yeah, it sold immediately.
Okay, so graphing calculators, people. If you know of a good place to source a whole bunch of them, email Mitch. Mitch at coffeemilk.com.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely take that opportunity for themselves if they get it, but...
My father's big things, he got into pens.
Pens,
And
okay.
AT Cross, a big pen, I think they were a pen manufacturer, and they were going out of business. So my father would go down, he'd spend hundreds of dollars a week buying pens, and then he would sell each pen for $300, $400, $500 to people overseas because they loved our pens. He had a huge collection. I think he made 50 grand. Yeah, no, my dad was huge on that. He sold so many pens. The kitchen table was just stacked with pens. He would just take a picture, put it up, take a picture, he did really, really well. So I'm kind of curious to see where your profits what your profits go to the end of the year. I think you could do really well with that.
Yeah, I would just have to be able to source. Like, I don't want to buy anything that's sitting for too long. That's the only thing. I mean,
What,
I don't
sitting in
care
the
if something
store
sits for a year.
Oh, sitting too long on an eBay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If it's a little thing, I mean, I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, if you put a lot of money into one thing and it takes a while, that's what sucks.
Yeah.
But you could also
I
try Facebook Marketplace. I don't know.
Yeah, that too. But definitely getting stuff below $10 is like insane.
That's
And then just
reselling it for 7 times as much? Absolutely. Yeah, I believe people would call that the American dream. Why'd you sell the calculator for 65? What was the next price? Or did you see a lot of them when
they
you
were
filtered it?
fluctuating.
Did you, 65 was kind of the average, or was that
Some
up?
selling for lower than 65. You would see some selling for like 90.
Oh, wow.
At max, I would say at 90.
Did yours just
I was
look
just
better?
like, I honestly, because it's pink, and I really was looking around, and I don't see any new pink ones.
Right.
And mine was like new.
You think it was
I think I should have probably bumped that up to like 70, 75, 75, yeah. But I'm still happy with it.
Oh, absolutely. You made a nice flip from 8 to 65.
And yeah, that's why I sold it for 65.
So how do you title this?
And then doing the title, I look around, I look at other titles that have sold. I'm always looking at listings that have sold. Take the main keywords that are really gonna, in my mind, kind of trigger, or maybe that people would search just by themselves. I take out like some of the extra fluff.
Right.
And I try and just think about people, what people would be searching. So I'll put like something generic in the beginning, like bread machine, instead of putting the model
Right.
at the beginning. Just always be honest about what it is. If it doesn't work, say it doesn't work.
Pretty basic stuff.
Yeah, put the color, and if it put something positive in the listing too, and put it in bold.
What do you mean positive?
That helps. Like a new, cleaned, extremely clean, something like that.
Oh, okay.
You know, in the description, I found what helped with that was when I sold the wallet, I kind of like told a little story about how it would be a great gift, just holding the box as an experience.
Oh, surprise.
That I wrote by myself, and like that kind of proves that I guess writing by yourself is better. But the bread makers produce, like, give like a good description about the product instead of just saying what it is again. Like, you could say what it is again, but also tell a little bit about it.
Ray hates it.
Something for people to read.
Ray hates it when I do that.
Why?
I have no idea. But every time before I put up an eBay listing, he's like, let me read it.
Selling something, like, that's how it happened back in the day. Like, you go into the store and they'd be like, this is the one to get. Like, this is good.
Oh, yeah, you had
They
made
tell you all the positive things about it. Like,
Yeah, everybody knew about every product in every store. It was a time to be alive.
yeah, so why not do that online?
Oh, people fail to do that because they're lazy. You know, a lot of people just...
That's why I bought it, to resell it. So
And you know how many people... You're ahead of 90% of the people. Because 90% of the people will just watch videos about it, think it's a good idea, and never do it.
and who would be going to a Salvation Army in Newport to buy stuff?
You'd be surprised. That's why the Salvation Army is in business. Because people like to buy stuff there.
But Newport, I feel like it's a lot of it's a high income area.
Yeah, but you have to understand, before it was a fishing town. So there were a lot of people there who really don't have a lot of money, but their houses are now worth an incredible amount. But those people just...
Good point.
Yeah, they're not wealthy. That's why when the tourists come in, it's a whole different experience. It's a whole different town. I hate the tourists.
They kind of inherited their wealth.
Yeah, or they just bought at the right time.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have bought a great house in the 80s for like 110, 120,000.
Newport's crazy.
Yeah, now
Wow,
it's
there it is right there. The Salvation Army in Newport.
probably all gilded and stuff. Yeah, it's in one of the mansions.
Think they'd get upset if I went in there? No.
Do you think they would get upset if you went in the Salvation Army?
Okay, I get this weird feeling when I go to Newport that I should act a certain way.
No, just be you, bud. Just be you.
That's what the tourists say, right?
Plus, yeah, exactly. Plus, it's the Salvation Army. It's like going to Walmart. I mean, sure,
I literally told the lady I was reselling, and she told me to come on Monday.
God bless you. See, now it's a fantastic tip.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for that, lady.
it was awesome. I was like, thank you.
When are you going after school?
I think so.
Do you have any more tests?
Yeah, I have a another test this week, actually, in statistics.
Oh, this is the okay.
Chapter 6, 7, and 8.
Ooh, God bless you, man.
Yeah, not fun.
So did you just take the pictures with your phone?
Yep.
And you got the nice phone. I don't think mine takes okay pictures, but do you put them through anything, or do you like do good lighting, or you just like boom, there it is?
Make sure it's under good light and take the picture. Make sure it's clear. I just do the best I can, like with it. I just put it on my counter, turn on the lights, and
Yeah, I always put it on my granite countertop. It just seems like a nice background, but sometimes I think it's too distracting for what I put there.
it probably works good for the juicer, in the bread maker.
Oh, absolutely, being in the kit, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't
But
think
the
about
right
that
place-
until yesterday.
That's
I was like, this is a weird spot. And then I was like, wait a minute. I'm selling kitchen appliances.
that's really good.
Yeah.
So,
I always ship out my stuff as soon as I can.
what do you got? You got the one down?
Yep.
Yeah, I had one person email us. They bought something from the shop. Apparently, eBay has this thing where if it's going overseas, you mail to their shipping center in the States first, and then they send it overseas. So these people were yelling at me because I was shipping it to New Jersey or something. I'm like, look, this is how eBay does it. We're fine. It was just wild. All these little changes. Plus, I don't like the new layout of eBay. I miss the old stuff.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
There's just so many.
There's so many pages that, you get, lost, and then you can't go back to that certain page. There's, two sections for, the same thing.
Yep.
It's weird. Hate it. Everyone's doing that. Why?
God only knows. Everybody's going to make everything so damn complicated.
Yeah.
Are you going to try anything else other than eBay, though? Were you thinking Facebook Marketplace? I think that'd be a better place to buy.
Honestly, I want to just, if I could get to the point where I'm getting a few sales a week, maybe there will be weeks with no sales, but if I could get to a couple sales a week.
What's your goal for the money? A couple sales a week. You could sell $3 items and flip them.
No, I want to sell probably $20 items and above. Yeah.
Would you do free shipping on a $20 item then?
I don't know.
I guess depending on if you get it on Monday.
Depends on how much it weighs too.
Yeah. Oh, so you don't do flat rate boxes? You do regular boxes?
I don't know. I just print the label when it says to print the label, and I just because I got all caught up in that in the beginning, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna go through this, and I'm gonna print this and do it, and if it works, I'm good. Get my money, I'm good. Don't care.
Good for you, man.
Get $5 fee. Yep, that's fine.
Oh, absolutely. Do all the hard work for me because I hate doing the shipping. That's why I don't. I will post most of our stuff on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist because I'm not dealing with shipping because he wants to put on fenders and I'm not boxing that. I'm not taking that to the post office or FedEx or it's just not happening. Where we're putting the palm fronds, apparently they own a kitchen or something and they have to liquidate everything in that kitchen before the end of the month. And this is all brand new stuff for a brand new kitchen that it was just about to open before the pandemic. So it's all brand new stuff and it's never been touched. And they have to get rid of it because they're not using a kitchen, whatever.
How many items?
Oh, it's a lot, but they're big. It's like deli counters.
I know, tables.
It's the good stuff, though. I mean, you could make a killing on that thing.
I don't know how to sell that, though. That's big item.
Oh, you just take pictures and just
local.
Meet the person. Just be like, look, if you guys want this stuff, it's right here. I will be here from this point to this point. It just has to go. You can make anything up. Yes, it's 10 grand. I'll sell it to you for 500. Just get rid of it. But yeah, they were thinking about sending it over to the shop and then we'd sell it from there. We just don't have the room.
Yeah.
But I have noticed that if I were to do the reselling, which I'm going to, it would be tools and toys. That's a good name, tools and toys.
That is a good name.
Because I know how to de-rust stuff really easily. And I always see just a whole bunch of files and chisels and all kinds of stuff like that. And they're all rusted together. Rust 911, greatest stuff. You just put it in a bucket for 24 hours. It comes out. It looks brand new. I have taken old hammers. It's the greatest stuff ever.
Huh. It's like an acid bath.
Yeah, but it's not even acid. It's environmentally friendly. I believe it is.
Oh,
my
really?
arm hasn't burnt off. But yeah, I just stick my whole arm in the bucket. And
Awesome. Great.
It's environmental.
Stick your arm right in the bucket.
It's not an acid. And if it is an acid, it's not an acid.
Oh,
It's not an acid.
that's cool.
I don't know. I'll tell you all about it later. I know I told you about the ChatGPT and the guy with the experiment with $100 to build a business.
Yes,
but this is
hearing a lot of things about people doing.
Oh, I've been seeing a bunch of people do it. It's really cool. So I don't know. It kind of bums me out, but I never just pick up on these things and do these things and maybe film it or something or somehow make it go viral.
Well, I guess we are doing that.
Yeah, but just at such a slower pace.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's not as impressive.
So, yeah, no, this one was, it seems like it was a team of AI people. I don't know, but somehow they gave the AI actual access to do whatever it wanted on the internet.
Oh, wow.
So, but it had $60 and it had to obviously create its own business, but it could do it itself because it had access. The thing that stopped it was the CAPTCHA. It couldn't do the CAPTCHA. So what it did was it took the $60, went to Upwork, and hired a guy.
CAPTCHA is the I'm not a robot.
Yes, and you have to pick out the buses or you have to type in the letters that are all fuzzy. So it took the $60 and went to Upwork and hired a guy to do that. And
Wow.
the guy jokingly had asked, "Oh, you're not a robot, are you?" And ChatGPT responded with, "No, I'm just a person who's visually impaired." So it knew to kind of lie to the guy to get what it needed. And that's awesome.
Do you know how that works? Like, so they got it to run by itself and basically create it by itself
It's
continuously?
I don't know if they just kind of gave it a whole bunch of prompts and told it to do stuff.
Yeah.
But the basic premise was the $60 and it hired the Upwork guy. But that's what I'm concerned with. How did it gain access?
I wonder if it copy and pasted. If it was just the person saying, "Hey, ChatGPT, I have $60," like you said in the last one.
Right. And I'm
would
going
be able to do the CAPTCHA.
Exactly.
So, no, it's one of them auto GPTs.
There's
Have you heard about auto GPTs? They call it, or baby AGI.
no. Okay.
Baby AGI is baby artificial general intelligence. So, like an AGI that operates and learns on its own, I guess you could say.
So even when you're not interacting with it, it's still.
Yeah, you can let it run, I believe.
I've heard of it today.
Yeah,
I think I've seen it on Twitter.
I heard of it, yes, like
but
2
I
days
didn't
ago.
Google it.
Yes, it's coming out.
Okay, so it's not. We can't use it yet, or is it?
We can, but the cost for the API.
Oh wow.
Because you have to run it through the API, which is basically like going through the back end.
Right.
So everyone's used ChatGPT before, and if you haven't, you search up ChatGPT, and then you go to OpenAI's website and you make an account to try ChatGPT. You may have to sign up or whatnot, but on their website, you're just using it through their website. So an API is basically like going to the back end of a service online like ChatGPT, asking it to send you a message to your website or to their thing or to your website.
It's just it's really just an intermediary or helper.
Yes, it's like communicating without using the main website.
Right.
You could go on Twitter and you could hit post and you could write a tweet, or you could write some code to send a call to the Twitter API, because a lot of companies have websites, or they all have APIs, and some of them are public, some of them aren't. But you could call the Twitter's API with code to send a tweet on your behalf, or like maybe a certain post in different things. That's kind of how APIs work. Auto GPT, yeah, I think that they did that with Auto GPT for sure. Because I kind of looked at.
Oh, so you think Auto GPT was what did the CAPTCHA thing, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That could have been possible because, I just read GPT and I just automatically think.
But it could have been a different one, because I don't know if Auto GPT can interact with websites. That's really cool. And do you know how much they made or what they did?
No, I didn't get any more to the story because it was just like.
Maybe they just shut it down because they got scared.
Well, that's possible too.
So that is scary.
Yeah,
it thought on its own. I mean, it literally thought on its own.
Yeah, it's like, and this is the best way to tell the guy, no, of course I'm not a robot. I'm just a human being with vision problems.
Here's the thing, though. If they did that with Auto GPT, they could have told it to do that, though. That's the thing.
Again, it could have been. They could have had maybe a list of prompts, or when you do this, here are your two things, or still,
pretty
nonetheless, yes, very, very interesting, to say the least. What's your top Pop-Tart?
Oh, I think s'mores. Well, it changes. I don't know.
On season or just mood?
The mood, I guess. But like, I guess no.
Top 3.
I guess I would always reach for s'mores.
Brown.
I will have the blueberry or the strawberry, but if it has no frosting, it's not as good.
Amen to that.
Um,
They still make it without the frosting? What a joke.
yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a bit healthier, but whenever I see one and I open the package and I see there's no frosting, I just shed a tear.
Yeah, exactly. All this bullshit in our life. Screw you, Mom!
Oh, I put it wrong. That's so... People are going to be like...
No, they're going to laugh at that
All right.
because it's hilarious.
Okay.
I am a comedic fucking genius.
And, the Oreo ones are pretty good.
I don't
The
think
chocolate is kind of overwhelming. I think I've had the Oreo ones.
just like a sandwich, there was a perfect cookie to cream ratio, and some of them don't get it. So when you do a Pop-Tart, it's just a thin filling. So, I mean, you really gotta, I don't know, I'm just like a sandwich, bun to meat ratio, there's a perfect, and
So what's the perfect Pop-Tart ratio? What do you mean?
I would have to say, well, it's not really the perfect Pop-Tart ratio, but strawberry is my favorite Pop-Tart because I feel like the jelly is just sweet enough.
Yeah.
It's just perfect.
Okay.
Maybe it could use that.
Well, this is way too sweet. This is, right now I'm referring to the Eggo buttered waffle Pop-Tarts. They are disgusting. Do not get them. They look cool, but they do not taste like waffles at all. They don't taste like syrup. They are just like a mush of yellow dye and sugar and flour with that disgusting yellow gel inside. Don't get them. They're terrible.
And in other news, this podcast was sponsored by Pop-Tarts.
I wish.
Well, they're not going to now.
You wasn't be like, oh.
I thought that was funny. Yeah, now I was asking my cousin, and he likes either brown sugar or strawberry. But the s'mores, but I don't find them that much.
I used to only eat the brown sugar.
No, I was always a strawberry guy. But it had to have the frosting. No frosting, bullshit.
What else?
Now we're kind of having like a newsletter war, see who can get more subscribers. I'm cheating. I'm using Coffee Milk as the brand already, so already I got a leg up on you, but I think you're beating me with that.
The newsletter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Substack integrated notes. They basically just copied Twitter and added a whole like Twitter section. Looks the same as Twitter, but it's orange. But there's no way to subscribe to just someone's notes. So it's not really like Twitter. You still have to subscribe to the user or whoever's posting if you want to get their notes more often.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and you'll get their newsletter too.
How long do you think before Twitter does that? The newsletter?
I think they're definitely already thinking about it.
Oh, yeah. No, I
How
mean,
long
like,
before they do it, probably.
or how long before you hear about it?
Probably a couple months. Probably a month before we hear about it. Within a month, we'll hear about it. And then in a couple months, it'll be changed.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Twitter, they changed into X Corp.
Yep.
Twitter no longer
Yep.
exists, like you said.
I think they did that Monday.
Yeah, and Elon has a plan for an everything app, which is when I first tried Substack, you told me it was just for a newsletter. And then I go on there and I realize that it's basically giving me a little domain for my newsletter,
Yeah.
whatever account I make.
Because I saw they had the
And now they also have Twitter in there. Yeah, that you can add your podcast to it as well. You can comment on other people's things. Your homepage looks like a blog page, but perfect.
Yeah.
And then it's like cookie cutter, so everyone's used to it and knows how to go through it. And it's like social media, but on a website, and it's just perfect. And I don't know why people haven't done this sooner.
Yeah, because it's free.
It seems like it's just going to blow up. Yeah, it's free too. And
This is the greatest
that means
way
you're also on Google. I mean, you're on Google with a regular account, but not as much.
Yeah, and
you can post and like reach and like gain following. Like
Exactly. It's different on a social media platform. You have something that you'd send out weekly or bi-weekly, monthly, whatever you want to do. It's a great way to reach that small audience, build that audience, and then later on you can just, I don't know, you decide to create a clothing company or something.
Yeah.
Well, you have an audience that you can show your stuff to, and it's free. Everybody should have an email list. Your network is your network.
it was crazy. I got 18 subscribers in the matter of like, I think literally like right when notes dropped.
You're not at 18, are you? Are you using the notes?
I'm at 18, yeah, but I barely posted any notes.
Barely, but you posted notes?
People just like liked it.
I didn't post
I
notes.
think.
Oh,
What are you at?
5. And 2 of them are us.
Shit.
Son of a gun.
People like the toilet facts.
Oh yeah, what's your
Ancient.
the name of your newsletter?
The weekly dump. Yep. The weekly dump. Turn your toilet time into prime time.
That's the tagline. That is awesome.
Yes.
Turn your toilet time into prime time. Dude, it's amazing. I think it's much better than the weekly poop because the dump, you could have news dumps, you know, tech dump, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I got like 160 views in like...
Come on.
Yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Only 160 though.
Yeah, but where am I at? 12. 12.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. So now I really got to start playing with stuff, I guess.
I like it.
Wait, what happened?
Because like the name just catches your eye. It's like no one has named that.
Wait, what happened?
It's odd.
How did that happen? What happened?
What'd you do?
I got subscribers.
Oh, nice. How many?
I'm at 14 right now.
Oh, I better get moving.
How did I get subscribers?
Yeah. Did you post on notes?
No, not that I know of. I don't.
Oh, I'm recommending you, maybe.
Oh, wow, this is amazing. Oh, wow, all excited. Hey, thank you. I got 14 subscribers.
I don't know.
Okay, if that doesn't go to show you how easy this is.
No,
I did
we should
nothing.
really post. I'm sorry.
No, absolutely. Well, I'm sorry.
This is very easy right now, and that's why I was gonna say we should push notes. Definitely, like if anyone is on social media right now, go to Substack, use Substack, post on notes. It's like, imagine if you got on Twitter, it started tweeting when it just came out. So like it's that sense of urgency. Like you can make a base for yourself right now, definitely,
Hang on.
and get noticed.
I'm getting a call. Potential spam. Never mind. Sorry. I didn't. How do I find out how they got there? Like stats? Sorry, I just really need to figure out how this happened. Direct, 6 from Direct, 3 from Substack, 5 from Import, 1 from Twitter. I don't know what Direct means. How did people just know to go to mine? Okay.
Direct, like from Substack. I don't know. Whatever.
No, because they had another thing from Substack. That's awesome. Okay, it's super easy to start an email newsletter. And you know what? I had chat.
Well, it's going to be hard to grow it.
I just grew it by practically 200%, and I did nothing. I just created.
I know. I'm a pessimist.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I feel it makes it evens us out because I'm an optimist to the extreme.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be amazing just because we try things and we're kind of consistent with things. That's, I would say, 70% of being successful. The others, mentality and obviously financial knowledge. Wow. I didn't realize that Substack would just do that. This is
Pretty crazy.
I'm so excited. Wow. Sorry.
Yeah,
That just kind of made my day right now. I want to kind of.
I've seen posts of people with their subscriber count, and like they're saying like they've gone up 13,000 subscribers plus
This is amazing.
ever since Notes has dropped.
So,
There's definitely potential here.
yeah, because you're early.
Yeah, I just need to figure out how to tweet and not look like a total knucklehead.
Be you. I don't understand. You undervalue yourself. You have a good story. I would just kind of put it out there. Hey, this is what I'm doing. This is the weekly dump. Like, I'm going to have a little bit of me, a little bit of news. This is what I'm about. And also listen to the podcast, please. Because that's the one good thing about the newsletter. I'm going to put the podcast in there. Mine's Coffee Milk Press. So if anybody cares to subscribe, Coffee Milk Press, and you got the weekly dump. And we'll see who can do better. But I read your newsletter. It's amazing.
Well, yeah, I guess we can see who knew better.
Well, actually, yeah, no. I don't even care about that.
That'll be
scratched
fun.
that.
No, that'll be fun.
I don't know if
We'll have to do good, you know? Like, can't fail.
just the fact that Substack.
Now I gotta go. Now I have to go home and I have to post on notes, and because you got more subscribers and I'm ahead of you, and I can't let you take the lead.
Yeah, but see, I feel
You
like
say, "Oh shit," when you got subscribers.
I'm cheating though because
No,
I'm using coffee milk,
well, yeah, but
and I don't think you posted on your Twitter. At DePaulo Mitchell.
Yeah, I should post on my Twitter.
That's where I posted my or our newsletter. No, actually I did that on Coffee Milk. My bad. So yeah, I'm just excited. We're gonna have a good 2023. We just keep this up. You finally found your thing. That's amazing to me. You were all excited when you called at like 11:40.
Salvation Army.
Outstanding work. This is amazing. So you're going right after this to Savers?
Maybe. I think I'm gonna go home first and then see how I'm feeling, and then I might go.
Good for you, bud.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go to Newport. You're gonna
No. I'll go to Newport maybe one day.
See, I think you should just use all your money that you've made and just buy a whole bunch of stuff.
I thought you were gonna say, I think you should just use all your money and buy a whole bunch of stuff.
That's exactly what I said.
No, like all of it.
Oh no! Well, no, the profits. Sorry,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to. Definitely.
but you might want to wait till Monday.
No, I'll just buy.
I knew you were going to be impatient,
I
but
shipped both of them.
yeah, and there's new things every day at those places.
Yeah.
Always new things.
I asked the kid if there was any more graphing calculators, and he was like, no. I was like, dang it.
Well, they probably gave him the idea.
Yeah. I gotta go to the bathroom.
That's it for this week's episode of Coffee Milk. I'm Mark Laporte.
And I'm Mitch DePaulo.
Did you know it was illegal in Hawaii to laugh loudly or just really loud?
Really? Wow.
You have to have aloha.
Oh my God.
But